Hello everyone, myself Bharadwaj. In the previous video, we discussed the wiring and loop diagram of FF loop. In this video, I will simplify this junction box and instruments related wiring for our next upcoming videos. So what I will do, I will take one FF junction box like this and I will connect field instruments one by one. Temperature transmitter, this is a loop power indicator, level transmitter, control valve, pressure transmitter, flow transmitter, and a control valve. In this junction box, internally we may have multiple field bus barriers, but if you see in the simplified version, consider like the incoming spur cables, nothing but branch cables, and we have one main trunk cable, multiple inputs, one output for any junction box. And I will consider one DCS system here. So this is my DCS system, distributed control system. And we have one FF communication link and it is connected to the FF junction box. This is called trunk cable, one pair cable. We already seen that from each FF junction box, a single one pair cable is going to the control system. So this is the simplified version of that. This spur cable is also called as drop cable. So this is the topology for a single FF junction box for a DCS system, right? This topology is called as trunk and spur topology. And also remember that each trunk cable going to the DCS system is a single segment. It is a H1 bus communication in foundation field bus. That is why we will call it as a one H1 segment. If you have three junction boxes, then you have three H1 segments. That means three trunk cables going from the field to the DCS system. One trunk cable from the FF junction box to the DCS system. Depends on the number of junction boxes, you may have multiple number of trunk cables or H1 segments. Now I will consider multiple junction boxes. See the same architecture again or same topology. This is my FF junction box number 1 and temperature transmitter connected and loop power indicator, level transmitter, control valve, and we have a DCS system. This FF junction box number 1 will send one trunk cable to the DCS system, and this is called, let's say, first H1 segment. And we have FF junction box number 2. Some more instruments are connected to the junction box, and it is also connected to the DCS system via the trunk cable. This is a separate trunk cable coming from second junction box. This is my second H1 segment. Nothing but second bus like that. Each junction box have separate trunk cable or separate segment or separate bus in simplified words. And this is also called trunk and spur topology. In your industry, you may have multiple number of FF instruments and FF junction boxes. The sizing or allocation of particular number of instruments to a single junction box depends on so many factors: type of cable, length of the cable, length of each spur cable, okay, length of the trunk cable, or other parameters. Some junction box may have 5 or 6. Another junction box may have some 10 to 12. Okay, it depends. And for our further explanation purpose, I will simplify this. I will take one FF junction box and I will only focus on that, because if you learn one FF junction box working principle, you can apply the same to all junction boxes or all FF communication networks in H1 bus. For that purpose, for easy understanding purpose, I will not show you the junction box on the network. I will simply show the field instruments and FF communication bus and DCS system. So this is my simplified version. See, let's say trunk cable, and this is a spur cable connected to the trunk via FF junction box, which I am not showing here. This is my one field instrument, let's say pressure transmitter. This is my second field instrument connected to the junction box, flow transmitter, DP type, and this is my control valve. This is the simplified version for a single communication bus or a single FF junction box. In the next upcoming videos, I will explain how the FF communication works using this simplified version. Remember, FF junction box is there, which I am not showing. I am simply showing you the communication bus. Please do like our videos, share our courses with your friends and colleagues. Thank you.